Hello everyone. In this video, I will give you a step-by-step guide on how to start trading on the Forex market using, of course, our mobile phone. So this will be a very informative video for beginners, and I think even those who trade with other brokers might find something useful in this video. First of all, we need to register with a broker. If you don't have a broker yet, I recommend these brokers to you. All of them will be listed in the description below this video. And now I will show you how to do this with a broker called FXPro. This is a very cool international broker that I have been working with for quite a while now. So let's do everything step by step. I follow the link and it takes me to the Broker FXPro website. A tab like this opens at the top right away. We can install the broker's own application. I'm not going to do that right now, so I'll close it. And to continue with the registration, I need to select register at the top. Next, a new window loads where you need to select your country of residence. I choose Russia. Next, I come up with my active email address. Then we create a password. After all that, select register with FXPro. The broker prompts us to enter our personal information. At the top, we enter our name. Everything should be written in English. And then we click complete registration. So we've completed the first step. We've registered with the FXPro broker. This is what the personal account looks like. We already have a trading account automatically set up by the broker. But now we are going to open a new trading account with more favorable conditions. So here I will choose open account. So the broker offers the first option. This is the FXPro standard account. Here we can choose to show details. And accordingly, we are shown the spreads, commissions, and the ability to select leverage. Next, there is the FXPro RAV Plus account. Here, the minimum deposit is $50. But note that for this first trading account, the minimum deposit is just $1. That means you can start trading with as little as $1. So FX RAV Plus, let's look at the details. The floating spread starts from 0, so the spreads here will definitely be lower, but there is a commission of $3.50 per lot per side of the trade. And the choice of leverage is unlimited. Click Next, move to the right, and there's also a VIP option for VIP traders. The account is called FXPro Elite with a minimum deposit of $10,000. If we look at the details, we also see the spread floating from 0, $3.50 per lot per side of the trade. And there are also rebates. Now I want to open an FXPro RAV Plus account, so I select Continue with RAV Plus here. Here we choose the account currency, which remains USD. We select the leverage. In principle, you can choose any leverage, but I'm usually used to trading with 1 to 2,000. Next we scroll down and we have hedging enabled. This means that, in addition to one trade, we can open several new trades. In other words, they won't overlap with a single trade, they will be treated as new ones. And we check the box. I want to use, that's it. We come up with a password for the trading account, and after that, we select Open Account. And so we have created an additional FXPro RAW Plus trading account. So now in order to start opening trades, we need to fund this account. Let's also quickly go through the dashboard. I'll show you what's important here and what you should pay attention to. If we're on the website, there's a menu at the top left that opens up, and there's a deposit option. If we select deposit, we are presented with options for funding our account. There are local cards, a Russian bank, credit and debit cards, USD, and also cryptocurrencies. And then you can also fund your account with various cryptocurrencies. Let me just show you what it looks like if we choose local cards. We click Continue. Here, they offer us a minimum deposit amount of 20,000 rubles, just so you know. If, for example, we want to make a smaller deposit using cards, I'll click Deposit again. I'll select the second tab, Russian bank cards. I choose Continue. And here, the minimum deposit is already 7,000 rubles. And the deposit button becomes active. We select Deposit. After that, we can choose any deposit method from any bank listed here. These are Tinkoff Bank, Sberbank, VTB. Let's take Sberbank for the sake of experiment. We select Sberbank. The payment details are generated for us, which we will need to use to make the transfer. So it's a kind of system here, a peer-to-peer exchange. So the menu has loaded where we need to make a transfer using the provided details. There is the recipient's name and the card number. And it's important to read the instructions. Transferring funds without creating a request on the website is not supported. Transfers are only through the exchange. Russia, if you pay from another bank, you will lose your funds. That is, if you specifically chose to transfer through Sberbank, then you must use these terms and transfer specifically through Sberbank, using these details. After you have transferred using these details, you click the I have paid button, and after some time, the transfer will be credited to your wallet with the FXPro broker. They will be transferred not in rubles, but in dollars. That is, they will be converted to dollars at the exchange rate. So if you sent 7,000 rubles, how much would that be at the current rate? It would be about $90 at the current rate. Let's go back to transfers again. You can also top up using a credit or debit card. Let's select it and see what it is. Click on Continue. The top-up amount is now in dollars. A single payment can be from $100 to $25,000. Let's go back. And there is also an option to top up your deposit using cryptocurrency. I select USDT. I choose Continue. Next, select which cryptocurrency network you want to use to transfer the funds. We select the TRC20 network. Below we have a generated wallet address to which you need to send the funds, so copy it and go to the exchange. I use the Bybit exchange. You can use absolutely any exchange. I go to Assets at the bottom and select Withdraw Funds. Withdraw cryptocurrency. Next, select USDT, choose On-Chain and enter the wallet address. Right here in the top field. This is our network, which we selected TRC20 and the amount. And then click Withdraw. Next, we double check everything. The wallet address. It's important that you don't mix up the network. Once you've checked everything, select Confirm. Click Confirm. The withdrawal request has been submitted. Now we just need to wait literally up to 5 minutes and our money will be credited to the FXPro broker account. The next step after we've made a deposit to FXPro is to complete account verification. To do this, go to the top, click on the 2 horizontal lines to open the menu, scroll down and select Setting and Profile. Next, upload your documents. A new window will open for us. The regulator suggests completing 2 simple steps to start trading. First, upload a photo of your ID or driver's license. Second, take a selfie. At the bottom, select Continue in Browser. This confidential data is with FXPro. If you receive this link from a suspicious source, close this page and notify us. Click Continue. We begin the verification process. So select the first option. All countries except the USA. Now select your country. If you have a driver's license, you can upload your driver's license. I will use a passport. Since I am registering for a girl, she needs to take the selfie herself. Next, the broker offers to choose an additional type of document to verify your information. A copy of your bank card, a bank statement, an internal FXPro form, a request to the EIC, or a request from the finance department. Personally, I chose a bank statement for myself. It doesn't matter whether it's Tinkoff or Sberbank. Open the app itself and in the search bar, look for Statement. There you can either talk to support or get the statement yourself. So the next day I received verification confirmation. $50 was credited to my wallet. Now our task is to transfer funds from this wallet to the trading account we created. Here I select Transfer. We choose the trading account to which we will transfer the funds. Specifically, it's MT Hedging Craft Plus. That's our trading account. Enter the amount below. $50 and then click Transfer. Our trading account is now activated. Also, don't forget that when you first log into the app, the broker automatically opens a trading account for you and you can use it. But I decided to take advantage of a more favorable offer, so I opened an additional raw account. Plus, let's go back to the top again, select the 3 horizontal lines below the deposit, and you'll see the FXPro Premium Club tab. Standard level. What does this mean? When you trade with this broker, in this way, you will receive rebates. Rebates are the return of money for commissions you have spent. In other words, the more lots you trade, the more rebates you receive. Next, we have Invite a Friend. You can invite a partner and you will also earn additional income from that partner. You can become a partner. This is also a great feature. You will get access to a partner dashboard where you can create a referral link and invite partners. Below that, we have Port and Feedback. This is directly a live chat with support. Here you can leave your phone number and specify a time. You can also communicate in the chat. The support is good, I've already checked. They respond quickly. There are tools, a traders panel. Let's open it right away. Here we have asset quotes and the session schedule for international stock exchanges. Let's go back. Next is the economic calendar. Here you can see the time, events, currency, and the importance of the news itself. Accordingly, if it's red, then it means something serious is going to happen that could affect the price change. The analytics and training section is probably more interesting for beginners to study some basic aspects of trading. There are also ebooks and webinars, a lot of webinars. Useful information for those who are just starting out. Dark is the theme. We can simply change the theme to whichever one you like. And in settings in your profile, you can change your password. And as they say, strengthen the security of your account. Now, let's move on to something more important. Let's go to the main page. Scroll down the window to where our trading account is. There are 3 horizontal dots. Select them and choose Account Information. Now, an important point. Now we are going to install the MT5 terminal. This is a terminal that allows you to trade on Forex. I find it quite convenient, I'm used to it, and I like it. Here we have some important information. This is the server, but first of all, let's go to the App Store and download it. MetaTrader 5. Open it, allow, select accept, cancel. A search bar pops up right away. In the search bar, we type the name of the broker. FXPro. Here it appears for us. Next, where it says server, collapse it. Go into our MetaTrader 5. We have FXPro MT5 Live 02. Now go in here, and where it says server, select Live 02, login. The login was given to us here, so we copy it and paste it into this field. Next, the password. The password is the one you created when you opened the account. The trading terminal loaded right away, and we see a balance of $50. Let me quickly walk you through this terminal so you understand what to do and how to use it. So at the bottom, we have an active panel that starts with quotes, then charts, trading, history, and settings. In the quotes menu, we have all possible currency pairs, indices, cryptocurrencies, everything you can trade with this broker. What you see here is, the basic setup. But if you want to add something, you just go to the search bar at the top, and as you can see, all possible options open up. For example, if you don't want to search, you just type here, for instance, Bitcoin. So we check the box, go back, cancel, and at the bottom, now we have Bitcoin appearing here. Select it and choose the chart. First of all, the M1 time frame loads automatically for us. This is the 1 minute time frame. That is, each candlestick represents 1 minute. Accordingly, to change the time frame, we need to select it at the top left and choose the time frame we need. For example, 1 hour. Or say you want the daily time frame. If you want, scroll to the left and see what's happening on the chart. The plus sign is for us to check the range, the prices. Let's say we click here and then click somewhere at the top, and it shows us how many points there are from your selected zone to the place you need to reach. You can move this crosshair to see how many points and what percentage, and then click again. The crosshair is cancelled, and next we have the Indicators tab. You can open it and add any indicator that is available here. For example, let's add one. Done. Here it appeared on the chart. If we want to remove the indicator, let's say Bollinger Bands, we select it and delete it. You can go back the same way, but I think everything is clear here. Next, to the right, we can draw shapes if we want to. For example, we select a line. Now, accordingly, we can move it. If you want another line, draw it and select it. That's it. If you want to remove this line, swipe left and delete. So here, if you open it, you can see what's available. At the top right, there's a little rectangle. Select it, and always check right away that your lot size is appropriate. If you are trading with a small lot size, then here in the center, you should set it to 0.01. Otherwise, you might accidentally open a trade with one whole lot and lose everything. So, if you want, you can open a pending order like this. If you want to open a trade instantly, you need to select it. At the top, there's either sell on the top left or at the top on the right, buy. Let's imagine we're opening a buy position. Select it, accept the terms, accept. Once again, and our trade is open. To immediately see where the trade is located, go to trade. Here we see our active trade. If you want to close it, all you really need to do is swipe left again, tap on the three dots, then select close position, or you can simply choose to buy again right there. You can set a take profit tag here, write it in, change the position, but since we have Trading Terminal 5, it allows you to set the take profit tag directly on the chart. Here at the bottom, we select stop loss, for example, below the lower boundary, and take profit. For instance, here we have the stop loss. We see the loss at the bottom, and at the top, the green line. That's the take profit. We can see how much we'll get when the trade reaches this level. There are settings. There's a cool feature here. If you select charts, you can set volumes here. Everything you need, you'll figure out on your own. There's another cool thing, the ask line. So we can see it online right away. The spread. Here you see the red line has appeared. It shows what the current spread is at the moment. The spread is the commission. If the spread is higher, then this red line will be farther from the current price. So if you want to trade some coins or new coins or some currency pairs, you need to calculate right away what the spread will be. If it is very high, then of course it is better not to open a deal. It is better to wait. And it is high before the news, at the moment of news, or before the stock exchange closes. Guys, this is what happened. Volumetric video. I think there is a lot of useful information here for beginners, and even for those who are not very new to the market, there is something useful to take away. So be sure to subscribe and leave a like because we do all this for you so that it's easier for you to get acquainted with this material. And I'll see you in the next video.